Welcome everyone to my channel. If you haven't been here before, pull up a seat, sit down. We are going to talk about Bleach Volume 2 by Tite Kubo. Oh, this one really hits off and gets places. It starts going places, and it's good that it's starting to go. It's picking up, which is always good. Okay, so goodbye parakeet, good night my sister. Immediately after checking into the Kurosaki clinic with a mysterious scar on his back, the muscle-bound Chad goes AWOL. Accompanying Chad is a talking parakeet imbued with the soul of a young boy named Yuichi. It doesn't take newbie Soul Reaper Ichigo Kurosaki long to surmise that a hollow must be involved, by far the strongest spirit he's faced to date. Ichigo is about to discover that not every soul is bound for society, especially if it's tainted with innocent blood. I like that this has in the back, these are all his schoolmates, including Rukia, though she's new, and it's just pretty cool. So Chad disappears and Ichigo goes looking for him, but Chad keeps running away. He finds him, continues chasing him, and that's when he finds out that Karin, his younger sister, one of his younger twin sisters, because he's got two sisters, they're twins. Yuzu and Karin. Karin had seen what happened. That a man had killed his mother and promised to bring her back if he did what the man wanted. She begs him to help. She begs Ichigo to help Yuichi, and he agrees. So he brings her home, and then while he's doing that, Rukia in her Gigai fights him, but she's doing a terrible job of it. And then Chad intervenes and actually injures and hurts the hollow. Although he can't do much and he can't see the hollow, he still fights. And then explosions happen and he can't explode those. Arvosa morta. The hollow proves to be very difficult, but they work together, Chad and Rukia, for a while before he tries levering the parakeet as a way to make them do stuff. And then, of course, Ichigo actually shows up by stepping on his head. It's kind of funny. Rukia knocks him out of his body and he fights him. And it's actually, he dodges, he lands the bombs, he explodes, and he's like, I want to ask you, why did you kill him? And he's like, oh, well, I'm a serial killer, and that's what I love to do. And then it was his last kill too, because the boy grabbed onto him, and he actually fell out of the building. He tripped and fell after killing his mother. And then he came back as hollow, killed him, sucked his soul out, stuck it inside parakeet, and made a deal with him. Run from me for 3 months, and if he did, I'd bring back his mom. Of course, the child believed it. Child believe anything. So he throws some bombs at Ichigo, and Ichigo literally just shoves his hand with the bombs he caught into the mouth of the hollow, and then just rips out his tongue, saying, well, if you're not going to use your tongue to explode these bombs that are in your mouth, I'll just do it. And he does exorcise him, and when he exorcises him, something new happens. So these are the gates to hell. So when you're an evil human in this world, and you die, and you don't become a hollow, you get sucked into the gates of hell to go to hell to be tortured for all eternity. Now, if you become a hollow, though, they can still cleanse everything you did as a hollow when they are performing their consai on you. But the thing is that your sins in the human world still makes it so that your sins, you're evil. You go to hell for your sins in the human, for being a human. So yeah, he watches literally as the doors open, he gets impaled, and then gets sucked back in. They actually perform the kansai, the cleansing ritual, on the parakeet to send him off to the world after Ichigo says, it's true, your mother's waiting for you. Go up there and be happy. And so he goes. And Chad's happy about it. And Karen's happy about it. So, Ruki is worried about her guy because it's weak. And she wants to go shopping to get some stuff. So that's what she does. She goes to the shop. The Urahara Shoten shop. And she meets these children. These children are kind of funny. What are their names? Not Ururu. Ururu. And, what is the other's name? Jinta. So, that's Ururu. She's actually stronger than Jinta. And there's Jinta the boy. Tessai is one of the shop workers. He's this guy. And then the shop owner is what's his name again? Urahara Kisuke. Now, he is a shop owner. She's going there to get some stuff that he deals with in the Soul Society world, including bonuses for taking out some. Yay! She gets this candy, also, that will knock Ichigo's soul out of his body. Yay! They try it, and it works. They get a hollow to kill, and the guy's like, well, take your time. And he's a defective soul. He's what he's called a mod. And the Soul Society made him, and they decided that after they made him, before they even used his kind of mod, that they would kill him. Now, the mods were enhanced souls. They were meant to take over corpses to use them to fight for the Soul Society. But they decided to end him. So he does some damage. He likes the body. He's having lots of fun with it. He actually hits on Orihime and a bunch of other girls in Ichigo's class, which Ichigo's like, finds out about it, and it's like, oh my god, this is fucked up. My reputation is screwed. So it's a mod Kompaku. Eventually, she actually does tell you specifically what a mod Kompaku is. So, basically, the idea was to inject special fighting spirits into the bodies of dead humans to be used. So, a combat-ready Kompaku, which could supercharge some parts of the hero's host corpse body. Runs fast, super strong, incredibly smart, super hearing. That's what he is. So he's just running around in Ichigo's body, having the time of his life. He comes across these couple of these boys that are in Karin's class, and they're talking about video games, like, oh, this character is weak, I'll just delete him and make a new one, because, they obey us, because that's what video game characters do. And that's when you find out, Ururu tells Kisuke, he's like, I sold him a defective mod, so now we gotta go back and recall it. So they literally chase down his body. But as he's leaving, as Ichigo's body, the mod, is leaving, Hollow attacks the children, so he fights to stop them. Obviously rescuing them and then trying to fight them to stop them, but he can't really do much damage. And Ichigo and Rukia, of course, show up to fight it. And together, between the two of them, they defeat the Hollow. And in that, he learns that while he was waiting for his death after he was created, he decided that he didn't want to take a life. He didn't want to be involved in the whole taking of soul. What right did people have to take soul lives? And all he wanted to do was live. So he gets pushed out of Ichigo's body. The thing is picked up because Kisuke pushes it out with his cane. Rukia grabs it and goes, hey, this is mine. Not yours. You sold it to me. So it's mine. You don't have a right to recall him because you were right outside the law anyways. So Ichigo's like, thanks for saving him. She's like, no need, don't worry. So now they gotta figure out what to do with that. And there's he going, oh my god, there I am running right through the city. What are we gonna do about that, Rukia? What are we gonna do? So, it hasn't kicked off in the main reason why I love it with Ichigo's powers and everything. But it is getting there. It is getting there. And it won't take too much longer to get there. But you have to meet the full cast. You don't have the full cast, nor do you have everything for the full cast. But it's going to get there. And then it's going to be kick-ass. And then it's going to be loved. And I'm going to be so excited to have my hands on the series. Even though I only have up to volume 5. I will get all the volumes. I'll get all the volumes. Don't you worry about that. Oh. Okay. So, my favorite character is, of course, Ichigo Kurosaki. There is no more my boy, my strawberry-haired substitute Soul Reaper, who is reluctant to be a freaking hero, but will do it anyways because you fuck with people he cares about, you gonna get your ass kicked. And he doesn't care if you're a stranger or not. He'll still protect you. My most disliked character in this is, of course, Hollows. Hollows are always my most disliked characters for the Bleach because, well, most of the Bleach, because that's the enemy, are the Hollows, especially in the very beginning. So, yeah. Just them. What stood out as memorable? Ichigo's soul is a lot more pronounced than before, but he also has more spiritual awareness than Rukia did. Because when he was going to search for the parakeet, because they're like, oh no, we lost Chad, so what are we going to do? And it's like, well, he's like, so we're going to go for the Chad's parakeet, right? We're going to go searching for that. She's like, but to search for a parakeet's a soul inside of a parakeet, she's like, even I can't sense such a weak soul at this distance. But this is, look, boom, a lot of strings, right? A lot of fabric comes up. And then he grabs one and says, gotcha, and starts running away because he's like, I found him. And she's like, the Reiroku spirit ribbon, a sign of ghosts, but only a seasoned soul reaper could see them. Could he be really developing so quickly? Yeah, he is. He's developing super quickly. That's because he's an awesome freaking person. I don't really have a favorite passage, but I would guess. I do think I'd have a favorite quote in this. Yeah, this one is. He's like, aren't you going to detonate them with your tongue? Go on, give us a whistle. Well, if you won't use it, then that tongue is mine. And he just rips it out. That's like a very good quote for this, because it shows how ruthless Ichigo can be when it comes to fighting hollows and not giving a shit about them. Because you shouldn't. They're committing evil crimes. What I thought about the ending of this volume? Well, it sets it up. It doesn't actually set anything up, but I mean, I know what it sets up next. I know what it does next. It gives you the manga preview. But you see how kind-hearted Ichigo really is? Dude wrecked havoc in his body, and he's just like, thanks for saving him. He doesn't deserve to die just because he wants to live. What book did this remind me of? The anime. It didn't remind me of a book. It's anime. It reminded me of an anime. Of other mangas that I've read. I'm not actually, like, maybe Yu Yu Hakusho, because, like, Ichigo only agreed to become a Soul Reaper to save people. Yusuke only agreed to become a spirit detective to save people. There you go. This book, as you know, is part of a series. I think there are like 72 volumes for Bleach. And I can't wait to get my hands on all of them. all of them. I can't wait. So there's that. I rated this lovely bitch. I don't even think I have it rated right now, but I think I'm going to rate it a 4.5. No, 4.75, because in this this one, Chad runs away and doesn't trust Ichigo, and a lot of shenanigans. Like, I understand that the mod deserves to live. I do understand that, but who the mod becomes an irritating thing that I just wish they didn't put in the series at all. You'll find out. But that's why. That's all that is. So, if you guys think I deserve a like, comment, and your lovely subscription, why don't you go ahead and drop it down below. See you next illusion.